TV La Star, from Star Now. We're back at it. I said, why you got that chef coat on? Why do you be wearing that chef coat? I'm a chef at heart, philosopher by nature. For this video, we're gonna be in the kitchen with it. We're gonna make Tadante's, actually Chef Tadante's, chicken and shrimp gumbo. Nothing major. We ain't gonna throw the whole bottom of the sea in there. For this video, we're gonna also be diving into the truth about the foods we eat. Starting off with some basic nutritional facts. We're gonna go to our chicken. I try to get free range, fresh bullshit chicken, but as we know, all the chicken is being tampered and brutalized and beat on as if it's something to take anger and frustration out on. That's weird to me, people that beat and do all those type of things to animals that we have to eat. That's a whole nother topic. It really ain't, but going down that road is too long. So, simple as this, it says no antibiotics. You should try to stay away from the stuff that doesn't necessarily tell you it doesn't have antibiotic. Not saying that the stuff that does say it does not have antibiotics doesn't have it in it, but it's a less chance or maybe a less quantity of the antibiotics that's in those foods. And I could be wrong. I'm not saying that I'm right, but I'd rather go with the safer judgment of the lesser of two evils if I gotta choose in between. It also says fed all vegetarian diet. That could be grain fed. We know these grains that they are feeding the animals are what? Genetically modified. So is that necessarily vegetarian? I probably wouldn't agree to say that it is. No animal byproducts. I don't see why in the fuck would chicken legs have animal byproducts in it, but now I understand why they would say no animal byproduct, because as you see, these chicken legs are a normal size, and I like to buy normal size animal parts. I don't want a goddamn animal, I don't want a chicken leg that's as big as this goddamn chicken broth thing, because this is how big some chicken quarters be. So I don't know what type of chicken them is, but we try to stay away from those. And it also says free range, which it means it wasn't locked down in some mechanically machine ran factory where they just don't got chicken coops, they don't got no land to run around, get no fresh air. They basically just prisoners of war. And what the war is, the war on meat. Also, like I said, being a quote unquote nutritionist, we try to minimize the stuff that we do use, but it's some things that I do indulge in that I won't make substitutions for. One thing is butter. So this is the sweet cream butter, unsalted, great value. Yes, that's my nigga coming out. Exactly, because I ain't even gonna go down that lane of great value versus the other brand, because as long as you get the upper version of certain things and not everything. No, I'm not talking about great value Doritos and great value goddamn Nutty Bars or great value cereal. Okay, see, I didn't get no great value meat, did I? No, exactly. That great value meat is that Tyson shit, the shit that come with 20 damn chicken legs in it for $10 and shit like that. So that type of shit we try to stay away from. This butter right here, total fat is 11 grams. Saturated fat is 7 grams, 35%. Saturated fat is something that you need to stay away from. So you need to watch or maintain what you eat, or have a balance in between what you eat, when you indulge in such things as things that have a high concentration of saturated fat, which causes other illnesses within the body. It also has cholesterol, 30 milligrams, only 10%. Sodium, it has 0 milligrams of sodium because I have the salt-free, supposedly. Total carbohydrates, 0%. Protein, 0%. So this is what I like to indulge in when I'm cooking my meals. Real sweet cream butter. And shout out to my grandma, because just before a few years ago, I realized what type of butter my grandma was using. And I said, hold on, what type of butter is this? She's like, oh yeah, it's that real butter. I said, oh yeah, I'm gonna get this. And I've been getting that same butter from goddamn then on out. We're having andouille sausage with it. What's my timestamp?
6 minutes.
Cool. See, I'm right on schedule. We getting into it. For our andouille sausage, it has total fat 11 grams. Well, the total calories is 160. Saturated fat 4 grams, 20%. Sodium 690 milligrams, 29%. Cholesterol 50 milligrams, 17%. Protein 15 grams, 29%. It also has vitamin A and iron, 4% of each. As far as pork, a lot of people don't eat pork, so a lot of people don't have to worry about that. I don't necessarily eat pork on a regular, but if I do indulge in pork, it's gonna be bacon or sausage or something of that nature. We don't really eat pork chops or pork loins or just a lot of different byproducts of the pork. We don't really even stray too far close to ribs anymore, even though I'm an excellent rib cooker. Maybe for another video, I just do it just for the shits and giggles. Okay, we got that. Chicken broth, saturated fat, 0%. That's the sodium. This is the main thing that is chicken broth. I could have got low sodium. I was just in a rush, and hey, I'm not scared to be balanced and within the things I consume. You just can't overindulge in certain things all the time. So that's the main thing that this got. But it does have a little potassium in it. And it's all about the things that you infuse in your meal, about the herbs and the vegetables that can tone down or mellow out. Or matter of fact, shut up, my bad, hold on. Those are all good words. Balance out all of those saturated fat. If you use onions, garlic, rosemary, thyme, different herbs like that, cardamom, and I can show you a few. Rosemary. We use hickory salt now. It's very mild. Spanish paprika. Oh, we got some fennel seed. Fennel seed is very good. It has more of a licoricey taste. Not smell, not taste. Sorry. Cardamom. Cardamom is a hit or miss spice, but if you just add a little bit just to give you that nutrients, that's all it's really for, unless you are used to cooking with cardamom. All right, we're gonna step over here to the cutting board and we're gonna see what it do for a second. Yeah, okay, that's cool. Yep. Alrighty, as you see, I can already then slice up my andouille. We're gonna go ahead and pop this into the pot right here. Nothing major. I got it on low with a little of my sweet cream butter in there already. Oh, we lost one. That's all right. I'll put it back in there off camera. Funny as hell. Exactly. I ain't at the restaurant. This is Dante's kitchen. And what the rule was when we was growing up. Oh, hold on. That shit ain't dropped. Been on the ground for. You better pick that up. So if you ain't come from that type of household, well, it might not be your type of video. And I don't like to give mine a rough chop. I like to give mine more of a closer, clean cut dice. I do not like no half done or half raw onions or vegetables in general when I'm cooking with them. Even though it's gonna be a slow cook, this is all the prep. I'm gonna put everything in there. I'm gonna get everything going. Garlic is good for a lot of essential complications that happen within the black community. A lot of black people use a lot of garlic salt and garlic powder, but we don't use actual garlic. As y'all see, I didn't pull out garlic powder. I don't even buy garlic powder. I just buy pure garlic. That garlic powder is just a front. You just want the taste. You don't actually want the nutrients from it. And that's what's wrong with a lot of, you get the seasoning, but we don't actually get the herbs. There's a difference between the seasoning and the herb. The shit I showed y'all was all herbs. They were in seasoning form, but they were all just the herb. They wasn't blended with different things besides the hickory salt, of course. And these are the other things that we're going to be using with it as well. Some Pioneer bullshit, Cajun shrimp and rice seasoning sauce mix, and then we got a little mushroom gravy that we're gonna mix in with it to give it that nice gumbo effect. And we got some baby golden potatoes that we're gonna dice and put some in there, and then yes sir. Oh, fucking around, I had too much skin on the back of that one. That was the back end. Good thing I ain't just sharpened this knife before camera trying to show out like I was goddamn emerald or something. I would have done that, cut my tip of my finger off. See, you need to know what you're doing. And I got my wife bought me cooking gloves, but I think I'm goddamn blade, so I don't think I need none. That's the funny part. Oh, it's a lot. I'm gonna use them one day in the wild when I ain't trying to get cut. It's a reason and cause for everything. Something that you might not need now, you not saying that you ain't gonna need it in the future. But a lot of the beef and just overly abundant amounts of food that people be buying with their link card and all this other stuff, and the unhealthy version. I don't have no problem with nobody spending money on link or any of that type of stuff. But the simple fact is, if you're going to do it, make sure you're doing it the best way possible. So if you're getting X amount of dollars in stamps, sorry, we call it a link here in Illinois, and stamps, or food stamps, then you should be spending X amount of dollars on your health, because food is your first medicine. So that's the thing. How is majority of a lot of black, not even say majority, how is a lot of black people getting link card, and then we still the most unhealthiest, or we still the ones that's having health complications earlier and earlier, when we getting all this free accommodation from the government, and then they got the shit that you can go out there to at least try to balance out some of the bullshit that we've been eating. But no, we choose not to do that anymore. We're going to take these over here for a quick check. We're going to rinse these off, and with beef added still. We're going to take the skin off of these because we don't need that excess fat when we cooking this here. And we just want everything to marinate together slowly. My lovely wife said she'll finish it out. I don't even like skinning those things anyway. Yeah, you put it right there. Cool. Yep. Alrighty. We're gonna turn this up a little bit. We're gonna get a little more butter, like I said. Matter of fact, I'm like, hey, shout out to Paula Dean. I don't give a damn about all that other racist shit that she supposedly did. Shout out to her and that butter. That butter, baby. Yeah. If you just take what you need to take from people and don't goddamn discriminate on the information that they giving you based on who they actually are as a person, would be more better off. You don't gotta like everybody to learn from them. But like I was saying, with this abundance of food that people is buying, people should be spending the same amount of free money on healthy food. I don't understand how we getting free money and not buying healthy food. It's like, yeah, I mean, I can understand because black people get damn free money and then they don't buy healthy habits. I probably don't need that one. The truth about the foods we eat. It's not about what you eat. It's about how you eat it, when you eat it, and what you eating. You said, hold on. You said it's not about what you eat. Yeah, I'm not saying it's not about what you eat, because you can choose to eat whatever you want. But if you're choosing to eat the bottom of the barrel of that shit, then that's when things become a problem. If you're going to eat beef, eat the top shelf of the beef. If you're going to eat seafood, eat the top shelf of the seafood. So that means you have to go to a seafood market. If you want to eat beef and eat beef at a higher rate, that means you need to get the lean beef, or you need to get the Angus beef, the beef that look like it got more blood and more life to it, that like they act like actually just got killed, not the beef that looked like it been dead for damn months. I don't want that shit. That's why I say, if you go to the section of the store that have the smaller selection of stuff, the stuff that's more fresher and more less in quantity is going to always be in the smaller section, because you know why? If they filled the store with all that stuff, then they wouldn't make no money, because most people want the cheap shit. So we letting this go ahead, do what it do. We're gonna let it warm up a little bit. I dropped that, what's the name in there? Yep, I did. Let's go ahead. I don't know what this is. I don't have to smell this. I go off smell. I don't taste test my food in the process. Never. Say, dang, hold on. You don't know how much seasoning it got? Yeah, I know by smelling it and by looking at it. I don't need to taste my own food. And that's why I don't go out to restaurants and shit, because they got too much going on. Hold on, that smells pretty good. Hold on, that smells fire. Hold on now, shout out to the pioneer. The motherfucker that came over here and stole from my Native American ancestors. They stole their seasoning and shit. I thought I was wearing this chef coat for nothing, man. Y'all crazy, boy. This is how we do in the house of the Trio G's. And what I say is TV La Star. From the star, nah. La and Su to V. Please and thank you. Oh, no, I ain't done. I'm wrapping it up. What else do I? You mix in that seasoning, that Cajun shrimp seasoning. I'm gonna grill my shrimp. And what else? I forgot I gotta go. I'm gonna have to go to my okra because we need, hilarious. Because we need okra in our gumbo. That's what makes it a gum. That's what gives it that gum. That bow is everything you throw in there, everything under the elbow. But that gum is that okra. Without that okra, it ain't no gumbo. And let anybody tell you anything other. If you don't like okra, just don't like gumbo. Then simple as that. It is what it is. Okra is another healthy thing. Something healthy to eat. Onions is something else that's healthy. Not onion powder, black people. Not onion powder, niggas. No, not garlic powder, niggas. No, actual garlic, actual onion. It ain't that hard. This shit costs $2 for a pack of raw onions for 6 in a pack. And it costs $1.50 for 3 cloves of garlic. That shit easy to go buy. I'm telling you, yeah, stop playing with your own health before your ass be next in line to get in the metaverse. You heard me, round? Yeah. Let these thaw out. At least get the raw shrimp. Don't get the pre-cooked if you're gonna go with shrimp in a bag. I really don't necessarily even eat shrimp that often per se. Probably just a couple times a year now. So it really don't matter. I ain't really too picky. But when I'm cooking my own food, I at least want to get the shit that look appealing to me. And I know that, okay, at least I ain't got to worry about somebody else than did cooked my shit before or processed my shit, shall I say. Because anything that's pre-cooked or anything, that's just a process. So it's in process now. Like these andouille sausage, you can't just pop them out the damn thing. Them is raw. You have to cook them. So that's why, you know, like some shit is more processed than others. Shout out to that Hawaiian King, Hawaiian roll. Matter of fact, shout out to Patrick Cloud, man. He said, you know, we've been eating these raw our whole life. He said, you know, you're supposed to put these in the oven for a couple minutes, right? He said, no, we just pop them. Yeah, black people, we just start breaking them apart, popping them in our mouth. I think I warm my up majority of the time now, low key. Funny. Put your health before your wealth, and when you do have sex, your offspring will be better off. Your offspring will be more lighthearted, and they'll be more open-minded to different ideas because of the things, the healthy living that you were taking part in before you conceived that child. But this is why a lot of our young kids' minds are going to the gutter, because the shit that their mother was consuming, the shit that their father was consuming. It's all about the food. You are what you eat. So if you eating garbage, you're going to think like garbage. And if you think like garbage, you're going to start to stink like garbage. And it's TV La Star from the Star now. And we'll be back at it when this thing is done to cap it off. Appreciate it.